Hi, everyone. It's me, Krillius, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And joining me today is Kathy Henderson. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Happy
Awesome.
Wednesday to you.
Happy Wednesday to you too, Kathy. It's so great to have you here. And
My
I want to
pleasure.
start this off with just having you introduce yourself to our audience and letting them know a little bit about your background and experience.
Yes, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Hello, viewing audience. I am Commissioner Kathy Henderson. I served 10 terms as an effective, award-winning advisory neighborhood commissioner. You've probably seen me on Channel 4, Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 50, working hard in the Washington Post to uplift my community. I'm running in this race because I'm the best candidate to lead Ward 5 to the next step. And the record that I have will show you that I'm serious about making government work for the residents. And I'm the only candidate in this race that has won multiple awards for serving the public well.
Awesome, awesome. Well, it is great to have you here with us,
Oh, it is
Kathy.
my pleasure.
Yes, you know what I would love to know, and I'm sure our viewers would as well, to know some of those, issues or challenges you've identified in Ward 5 that, you'd love to tackle if elected to represent Ward 5 on the council.
Absolutely. And crime. When I moved to my community back in 1998, couldn't get my trash picked up. And the person who was in the ANC seats then said, well, that's how it is. Need to get used to it. I didn't know then until that summer after I moved in that crime was out of control. So I reached out to all of the neighbors. I articulated my plan and I asked them to support me, and they got behind me, and we ushered in a new paradigm for government accountability, safety, and just working to uplift the community. So the things that citizens are concerned about, speed humps, trees, new sidewalks, trash collection, crime reduction. I've helped residents get jobs. I've advocated for affordable housing. We've had many meetings to talk about the development that we want in the community. So I'm a full service former advisory neighborhood commissioner, and I'm ready to be a full service council member. A lot of times, council members, those persons that have served in that position, they narrowly focus on legislation. And certainly that is the role of the council member, but residents want you to be their chief advocate. They want to know that when they call the council member's office, someone will answer the phone and someone will address their concerns, because rarely does one piece of legislation or even a cluster of legislation uplift the community. People want community services, they want the government to work, and they want their council member to be full service. So that means they want you to address their issues, constituent services, and they want you to introduce and support thoughtful legislation that's going to improve their quality of life. I get that, and I'm good at it. And I ask that citizens give me an opportunity to serve their interests, and I assure you they will be pleasantly surprised. I have a plan for the first 100 days in office, and all of those, what I call low-hanging fruit, like the need for speed humps, trees, trash collection, those things a concerned council member can use the weight of that council member's office to serve the citizens' needs. I intend to do that, and I'll happily do that.
Well, let voters know why you are the best choice for them come election day.
I'm the best choice because I actually have a record. I'm not just coming to the voters saying, hey, give me an opportunity. You can actually see what I've done, and you can evaluate that and allow me to do even more. And I've done this as a staff of one. The advisory neighborhood commission position, it does not pay, it does not come with a staff, but I've turned it into a force to be reckoned with. And I intend to use the resources of the council member's office to help even more people, because it's time to really uplift Ward 5. Anytime you talk about negative indicators in this city, crime, high unemployment, high illiteracy rates, high COVID rates, high HIV rates, high breast cancer rates, high any negative issues. You're always talking about wards 5, 7, and 8, and that has to stop. And I can assure you, on my watch, Ward 5 is going to be uplifted. Those issues that have weighed us down, we're going to start chipping away with them with the force of just the government behind us. And I know that this is something that my future council colleagues will get on board with, the mayor will get on board with. I have a record of working with federal and government partners, and I think I'm best positioned to address the issues that citizens really care about. They don't want to hear about a bill number, although I have one, Bill 16-0335, which is the protection of District of Columbia elected officials and government employees. I don't know if people remember when our former mayor, Marion Barry, was shot back, I think it was in the 70s, after the siege of the Wilson Building. There were no additional protections for our elected officials. But thanks to my bill that I was able to introduce and get rolled into the Omnibus Public Safety Act during the Williams administration, that's on the books. So if you're angry about a parking ticket now and you think that you want to do harm to our government employees, well, you can't do that. There are extra penalties. So I look forward to, again, thoughtfully using our government resources to serve the citizens. I'm a humanitarian. I'm trained as a biologist, and I know that government can work. I can make government work. The Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services was under a court order consent decree. When I worked there, I was able to cut through bureaucracy and have that dental suite installed according to the consent decree. And I look forward to serving the citizens' issues in Ward 5 and really getting rid of those issues that have dragged us down for too long. Literacy is near and dear to my heart. I started my public service and I found that my calling was public service when I served as an AmeriCorps Vista member. Now, I initially served so that I could be near my daughter, who was an elementary school child at the time, and I wanted some money to pay off my student loan. Well, I found a whole new just calling, peace of mind, and it was a wonderful experience. I actually helped our children read, improve their literacy skills in 16 of our targeted assisted schools in the District of Columbia, including Ward 5, and every child in our program improved their reading skills. So when you have adults that are caring, that use research-based methods, our children can learn. So I'm going to do everything that I can to improve our literacy across the ward, and certainly any benefits for Ward 5 are benefits for the District of Columbia. So I'm just happy to get to work. I'm rolling up my sleeves. I have a track record behind me. Please go to my website, Kathy Henderson for DCCouncil.com, and you can see just an overview. It's just an overview. There's just so much work that I've done that I'm proud of on behalf of citizens. I've changed the paradigm for my community, and I'm looking forward to changing the paradigm for all of Ward 5. Ward 5 deserves a council member that is concerned with all of our issues. You don't have to be connected or to have some special connection to the Ward 5 office to get recourse. If I'm your council member, every time you call that phone within business hours, you're going to hear a polite, responsive person answer that phone. And if you want to meet with me, you're not going to have to go to any unnecessary lengths and changes to do that. I will be able to meet with you. I will be out in the ward. I intend to walk every community, assess what the neighbors want. I want to hear from you. We're going to have public safety walks, and that includes with the police. I'm telling you, get ready. Get ready. It's a new day. If the citizens elect me, it's a new day of responsiveness.
So when does voting begin actually for
the primary? And citizens need to really pay attention to these timelines. The primary is on June 21st of this year, and early voting will start, early voting starts, I guess whenever.
June 10th to 19th is the early.
Tells us that it starts.
Yeah.
But we have to rely on our Board of Elections to set that date. But I know June 21st, that's the date the citizens need to be aware of. You can vote in person. You can vote by absentee ballot, but I'll be voting in person. I
Certainly.
just
Well,
like the ability to be able to show up and cast my vote. It's a rite of passage. It's a beautiful civic responsibility that I have undertaken ever since I was 18 years old with joy, and I'll be doing that this year. And I certainly urge the citizens to come and join me. We have to vote. We
awesome.
have to get out. Don't give up. A new day is coming. A new day is here, and voters just have to reach out and seize it. And I'm ready to
Well,
serve.
Well, voters, we want to remind everyone that the deadline to update your voter registration with party affiliation is May 31st, 2022. So we urge you to go to headcount.org to check your voter registration status, pledge to vote, and register to vote. Once again, that is headcount.org. Kathy, one more time, could you let everyone know how they can keep updated with you, see what your campaign has to offer, support, volunteering anyway? Where can they go?
Oh, thank you. Absolutely. Kathy, all one word, Kathy Henderson for dccouncil.com. You can click on donate if you want to provide resources for this campaign, which we appreciate. You can click on events. You can really keep in touch with us, leave your information, and we want to reach out to you and invite you to join in and get on the wave of responsiveness, because this is a new day. This is a new day. We're not going to do things the same way we've done them before, with citizens being disappointed and let down because they believe someone coming knocking on their door with a flyer and then you don't see them again. I have a record of responsiveness. I ask you to look at that record. I ask you to join me. If I'm elected as your council member, I'm going to be in your neighborhood, and I want you to come out and walk with me. I want you to come out and tell me what it is that you want in the community to make your quality of life improve. I'm going to be addressing potholes. You won't see any potholes in Ward 5. If you need speed humps, if you need traffic calming, if you need street lights repaired, if you need new trees, we want to look at those basic infrastructure issues and get those out of the way, so that when you go and come from your jobs every day, or you're retired and you're walking the neighborhood to get greater health, that you will feel comfortable. Then we can have those conversations about what your legislative priorities are and what you want me to do to serve your interests. See, it's all about what you want me to do, and I am the person that you will give me my marching orders and I'm off. And I have a record of doing that. I'm not a self-serving person. I have served the citizens well. And again, I'm the only candidate in this race that has won multiple awards for serving the public. And that includes being featured in People Magazine, Essence Magazine, the U.S. Attorney's Office, the Court Services and Offender Supervision Agency, the 5th District. I won the Chief of Police award twice. I've been working and I've been doing it well. And I ask that you allow me to take this position and serve your interests well. And again, I'm just so happy to have this opportunity. This is wonderful, and I'm just excited about it.
Awesome. We want to remind everyone that we will have the website in the description below. So go ahead and click on that link. It's in the description below. Thank you so much, Kathy, for joining me today. It's been
it's my pleasure. Thank
you. Certainly. And I wish you best of luck on your campaign. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. This is my pleasure. You made my day.
Awesome. To those watching, please follow Team Racine Productions at Team Racine on all forms of social media. Like, comment, and subscribe. But most of all, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.